Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth and I'm coming to you from Sedona, Arizona, the beautiful city of light. It is October 16th, 2019, and this is my first of many videos. I'm very excited to be here with you and be able to channel some messages tonight. So I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck just to pay homage to tarot. I am a tarot reader and an intuitive channel. I work with the energies of Archangel Metatron as well as other archangels, ascended masters, my higher selves, guides, and galactic selves, as well as cosmic energy and Akashic records. So I want to start off with a reading tonight for the collective. This will be a timeless reading, so whenever you find yourself viewing this video will be the perfect time for you to receive the messages that come through. I use tarot as a healing modality rather than just fortune telling, which I'm excited to say is the trend in tarot reading and oracle reading these days, which is excellent because it is a powerful healing modality as a way to uncover so many life lessons and empower us along our journey. So this is a journey that we are all taking together and making together and co-creating together, and I'm excited to be a part of that. So I welcome you. So let's get started. We're going to shuffle and see what happens. I hope you're all doing really well and enjoying the fall wherever you are, or in some cases the spring, depending on where you are located around Mother Gaia. So I hope you're having a beautiful spring or fall. What are the messages for the collective and for those who will be viewing this video? And since time is not linear, it's quantum. Like I said, this video will be timeless. So we're going to bring in the quantum field. And we're going to call up Archangel Sandalphon from the crystalline core of Gaia to ground this reading, ground the energy. And call in Archangel Metatron, who brings in the Rainbow Bridge and opens up the Akashic records. What messages do you have for the collective? Four of Swords popping out. Healing. Okay, that feels good. So here we go. This is going to be a 6-card spread, and we're going to clarify the first card, so it'll be 7. So from the bottom of the deck, we have the underlying energy. Oh, love it. Queen of Swords. Clarified by the Knight of Cups. Okay. Beautiful. At the heart of the reading is the 5 of Pentacles. Past or foundation is the Moon. Okay. In the present is the Eight of Cups. Future energy, the Wheel of Fortune. That's good. Good place for that to be. And the advice is the Queen of Wands. Well, you guys are definitely coming out royal from the get-go. Queens. Queens coming out. So, you are moving away from something. Not necessarily a person. It could be a person, but a situation. You're moving away from something because it's not working. How can I put this? So we're just going to start off with the Five of Pentacles, right? And the Moon being in the past, but the Five of Pentacles is where we feel left out in the cold. It's a poverty card, it's a lack card. However, that being said, it's also about perception. With the Five of Pentacles, there is this sense of being like sort of not cast out, but not a part of the group. It's Pentacles, so it's things we can see and feel and touch, tangible things, place where we make our money, the way that we make our money, where we live, the things that we've been building, working on in the physical. Now, they may be out in the cold, but they have each other, and they can still go inside here if they wanted to, where it's lit up and looks probably like it's warm inside of there. So this is at the heart of the reading. So this is a very strong indication that you're kind of like needing to move away from something, right? Now, the underlying energy is the Queen of Swords. She sees things from a higher perspective. She's all about truth, higher level thinking, right? Logic. It's not so driven by emotion. She speaks her truth freely, right? Her throat chakra is open. All this blue in the sky connected in with the throat chakra. Clouds representing like illusion. She is able to cut through all of that illusion. And her hand is held out, so she's receptive, as the queens are receptive. She's not the traditional off with their head, but she can be if there isn't honesty. And we see her sort of like looking here. She's outstretching her hand. So maybe these are people that you need to help. This could be a call for you to help others who are feeling left out. That's interesting. Okay, so we clarified the Queen of Cups with, the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Cups. Now, he's my favorite knight. I just love him. You know, he is the hopeless romantic, the dreamer. His mission is all about love and going for what he loves, doing what he loves, being in that state of, I am solely here to pursue the things that set my heart on fire, that light up my heart. And so you have that coupled with this queen who knows her truth, who will only accept truth from others, coupled with pursuing dreams that are connected to the heart chakra. And that's really like a winning combination, these two together. The past energy came up as the moon, so it feels like something came out, some truth came out, and maybe that's why at the heart of the reading there's this feeling of like being sort of cast out. It's a poverty card. This is a lack card, right? So with the moon shining a light on the darkness, the darkest night, and the moon comes out. There's also like a sun with the moon. So it's like a balancing of dualities. You've got the dog and the wolf, the tamed and the untamed, the two pillars. This is like a unifying and a balancing of duality, right? Intuition, but it's also a card of secrets. So it feels like something was revealed that made you feel like you no longer belonged somewhere. And that's where you were able to step into your truth, because it was something that felt like unacceptable. Like was not in alignment with your highest truth, was not in alignment with your heart and your mind, because you feel you're coming across feeling very balanced in these two energies here. Very, very balanced between the head and the heart. Unless there's some conflict here. But I don't think so. You know, it's blue skies, blue skies. There's clarity. Clarity of what you love, clarity of your beliefs and what your truth is. And whatever this was that happened, be glad for this. Be glad for this, because in the present, you're walking away. These cups are broken. They no longer serve you. And you're walking away. You're walking towards something. And again, there's that full moon. So we've got the full moon and the full moon. So this is all about shining a light on the shadows. The moon is highly intuitive. It's a card of definite intuitions, Cancerian, Piscean energy. You know, this lobster coming out of the water, and it's like he's going to walk down this long path and become a land animal. So there's a transformation. And like I said, the moon card is also the sun in a really interesting way. They're connected, the moon and the sun, right? Super connected. So, you know, the sun is shining on the moon, and that's why we see it as being full. It's unobstructed. So this feels like, again, something was revealed and now you're walking away. We're going to clarify some of these too, because in the future we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the completion of this cycle. So you're completing a cycle right now, and you're coming out of this cycle really strong as the Queen of Swords, backed by the Knight of Cups. It's really beautiful. This is like the Wheel of Karma, you know, the Wheel of Karma turning. So it's turning in your favor. It's a 10. It's a completion. The advice. Queen of Wands. Who doesn't love the Queen of Wands? Leo energy. You know, she's passionate. She's charismatic. People love being around her. You know, she's got the Ace of Wands here, so it's all about creativity and passion. So I think you're in a time where you are finding your passion again, because in the present, like, you know, this walking towards something else is maybe stepping into her shoes. This is sort of like, I've been feeling dispassionate. None of these cups are giving me any fulfillment. This could be people, friendships, relationships, work, home life, anything. And so it's where we say, you know what, this isn't serving me, this isn't serving me, this isn't serving me, this isn't serving me. I want that 9th cup. That's my wish. And the advice is the Queen of Swords. So again, we have another queen. So this is a very receptive energy. It's more mutable than it is fixed. So it's more open. And I love that, you know, especially as we're starting to move into Scorpio season, being open and receptive is going to be really important as all of the planets and the sun start aligning in the constellation of Scorpio. So, you know, she has her familiar here. This is a symbol of independence. Cats, obviously, are a symbol of independence. The sunflower. The sunflower, what do we say about the sunflower? It's always pointed toward the sun. It's always pointed towards the sun because that's where the light is. So this is about going, you know, they came out like this. So from the dark to the light, it's really beautiful. And I am feeling like there was some heavy energy happening here, real heavy energy, and there's an ending. But in that ending, there's also the completion that you've been looking for. And I get it. It's not easy going through this. It's not easy feeling alone. But the Five of Pentacles does show us that we aren't alone. In a way, like, we're all broken people. We've all been broken by something. Excuse me. But that's how we come onto this path, onto this journey of awakening, of improvement, of searching for more meaning than what we've been told. So, you know, he's on his crutches and she looks kind of old and tired, but they have each other. They have each other. And so the fives are about change. They bring in kind of tumultuous energy so that we change, so that we make changes, right? And I do see that there is support. I do see that there are people that understand and that will have your back and that will support you along this journey in this process of walking away. Look, they're all walking away. Maybe you're going to have some people walking away with you, you know, like, you know what? I'm joining you. Seriously, I'm joining you because, like I said, the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. You're blessed. You're blessed here. They all have wings. All of these archetypal energies that we see in the Wheel of Fortune. They're with their wings. And then you have, you know, the Sphinx up here, which is like the riddle, the mystery, the ancient mysteries, and the mystery of our own life. This is a future energy, but the tarot timing, you have to understand with tarot timing, like, it's not linear. And this could be tomorrow. It could be next week. It could be next year. Maybe this is something that you're just preparing for. It could be happening now too. And this could be more internal too. This doesn't have to be so material, so 3D. This could actually be something that's happening on more of an internal, like, inside of you. There's changes. I'm even sensing like somewhat of a hermit mode happening right now, where maybe you are going internal, keeping to yourself a little bit more while this wheel prepares to turn for you. But the advice is the Queen of Wands, and she's pretty much out and about. You know, she's seen fire, you know, is an energy that's hard to contain, and she is fire. She is Leo. Leos love to be in the center of things. They're great speakers, they're great performers, they're very creative, and they're very independent. You know, the Leo energy, it's a deep strength. So the advice is also, what are you passionate about as far as things that make you feel creative and ignited? And it does go back to that Knight of Cups energy too, which is, what do you love? Going for what you love, finding the passion and the creativity to make it happen. It's sort of an independent feel. I don't even see a lot of people coming through in this reading. It feels like a solo journey, even though, like I said, I think that you'll find support along the way, people who are going through the same thing. I still feel like this is more of a solo journey. There just aren't a lot of people coming through. Now, granted, we haven't pulled a lot of cards, but still, you know, we've got 1, 2 major arcana, 3 court cards, and there's only 7 cards. So 5 out of the 7 are bigger energies. And only 2 of them are more of the day-to-day or like events, passages that we kind of move through, you know. And this is interesting too, because this is a card that takes place in the winter, and you know, a lot of us are approaching winter. I know in some areas they've already had snow, so I feel like this is happening now, and it's okay, you know. This feeling that you're having, just if this is resonating for you, I just want you to know that you're not alone. It may feel like you are, but I really want you to know that you're not alone, and there isn't poverty and there isn't lack around you. There is endless possibility. The wheel always turns, and it's gonna turn. So I'm thinking that we should pull a clarification card. So we're going to clarify the 5 of Pentacles. That wanted to pop out. Okay. So maybe you're deciding which... These are like 2 opposing ideas, 2 opposing beliefs. And that's kind of what I was talking about with this, is changing your perspective. So with the 2 of Swords, our swords are our thoughts, right? It's mental energy. It's the things that we're always thinking about. And they're 2 opposing thoughts, because she's like this. So what she's done here is she's like blindfolded herself, okay? And she is going within. That's why I was saying there's like a hermit feeling to this energy. She's going within to find the answers. And this could be like a changing perspective, you know, sort of like unifying these, integrating what these 2 opposing beliefs are. Am I all alone and by myself with nothing? Or do I have the potential to be independent and strong and in the warm sunlight with abundance and passion and creativity? Because that is the advice. So with the 2 of Swords coming up is clarifying for the 5 of Pentacles. This is saying change your perspective. So I think because she is in a meditative state, she can't see everything. It's a crescent moon. It's not a full moon. Everything's not totally illuminated. So what does she do? She just goes within to find her own answers, or his own answers. So that is kind of confirming what I was saying, which I'm glad, because I really was feeling like, change your perspective, guys. And if that requires like some serious meditation, whatever that means for you. Meditating can mean putting on some music and lighting some incense. Meditating can be taking a walk, a slow meditative walk through nature. It can be a guided meditation. There's some great guided meditations on YouTube. I recommend Steve Nobel. He's really amazing. Nobel, Steve Nobel. He does amazing guided meditations. Or, you know, just getting into that quiet space where we're able to turn down the volume on our thoughts, turn down the volume on them. In the silence is where we'll find the answers so often. And then we can take inspired action, because you can't sit in meditation forever. This is temporary, just like this is temporary, because that wheel is always turning. And it's turning, guys. It's turning. Okay, it's turning. This is going to come to a completion. So I really love that. I really, really love that. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Try to get a little more insight into this. Oh, here we go. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, we go from the 5 to the 10. These are opposites. These really are. They're opposites. The change that leads to the completion, right? The completion of the cycle. The 10 is our legacy. This is where we have family around us, whatever that means. It could be family, it could be real family, your children, your partner, your extended family, your sisters, your brothers, your friends who are family, like our Ohana, right? And this is also the material abundance. It doesn't have to be you're a millionaire. Hey, if that's what you want, that's great. I wish that for you. But this is the security, right? Total security, abundance for everyone. You know, here's this king, and he has his dog by him, which is showing that there's been loyalty. He's been loyal to himself and his vision, and people around him have been loyal. There's giving and receiving, and he's just very content. And the people, you know, in the courtyard, they are also, you know, reaping the rewards of this. And it feels like there was a lot of hard work that was put into this, because these are pentacles. So this is our work. Like I said, it's a legacy. So whatever it is that's been happening that you are walking away from, you're doing it with intention. With intention. Or I should say, do it with intention. So it's not a running away. It's a going toward something. And it's going toward this. But that being said, it is a journey. It's not a destination. And the advice is have passion in that journey. Creativity, passion. What do you love to do? Do you love to cook? Do you love to create music, art? Do you love skiing, boating, hiking? Whatever it is, whatever lights you up, knowing that you can enjoy it on your own first before you have all these people around you. Maybe you already do have people around you, family. Maybe you have a family, children, grandchildren, a partner, whatever. But also about being in your own power and finding out what truly lights you up, you know. So I think that's really beautiful, because you have a new truth. this moon, this shakeup, because I am feeling this as a shakeup, it led to this truth. It really, really led to this truth. And I'm still not seeing anyone else in this reading. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the future? Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the future? That one. The Three of Swords. Yeah. I was saying before, we're all broken. We're all broken. We've all been broken by something. Everyone. That's the human condition. And this is what did it. And so it's the same thing. Like, we all have this. The three swords that have been through our heart. And that's what makes our heart so beautiful, is that it can withstand so much pain and still keep beating and still keep loving. So the end of this cycle is a healing of a broken heart. And these are swords, so these are like piercing thoughts, beliefs. You know, and this could have been a person that did this. This could have been a situation, you know, whatever it is, this is the completion of that. Because when the Five of Pentacles came out, I was feeling the Three of Swords. And that's why I said some kind of upheaval, truth was revealed. Feeling like High Priestess energy here too. So this is healing. This, you walking away, walking towards your legacy, walking towards your happiness is going to heal this. Take the swords out. Your heart will still be there. It's still there. Okay. And let's clarify the moon. Let's see what this foundational energy was. The Eight of Pentacles. Whatever it was, you worked really, really hard on it. This wasn't just something, if it was a relationship, it wasn't one that was, time doesn't matter. It was one that you put a lot of effort into, a lot of effort, you know, and it felt, maybe it feels like you've been repeating this cycle forever. Like, even if it was one relationship, it felt like every other relationship you've had, where you worked so hard at it and you just didn't get the return. And in this case, I applaud you, because this is persistence. It's really persevering. And again, see, this is what you want, right? And you've really worked at it, because we've got the 5. Look at how it progresses. So there is progression. First the 5, and then the 8, and then the 10. So there's progression. So even though it hasn't worked out the way that you maybe had planned or wished or hoped, it's okay, because there's a new cycle that's going to start, and you're going to be much more inspired, much stronger, much more independent, fired up, attractive. Queen of Wands, just like the King of Wands, they're very attractive. Very, very, very much so. So that's really interesting. And this has been a theme that's been coming up about this year, 2019. I think so many of us went into 2019 with a really specific plan of how the year was going to shape up. And I think we do this a lot of years, most years, right? That being said, this year felt really potent because we're closing out an entire decade. We're moving into 2020, and that feels really big. It's a huge portal that we're moving through, this 2020 portal. And we've been moving through these portals, the Lion's Gate, you know, the 10-10-10 portal that we just went through. We're going through the 11-11 and then the 12-12, and it's all building up to this 2020. So the trend, the collective energy that I've seen has been, and for myself too, we started off 2019 so fired up about how it was going to go, and for a lot of us it fell apart. Not completely, right? Not completely, but what we thought was going to come to fruition really changed and started to totally take a new form. Completely new form, like this plan just kind of went but another one grew out of it, and that's what I'm seeing here. That's really what I'm seeing here. So congratulations, like you've passed a test, a big test. You're passing it. You're able to pass it. You've passed it. You're passing it. Congratulations are in order, because this is about courage. Yeah, the Page of Swords with the Queen of Wands. Well, you know, this could signify people, other people. Maybe this is the energy of other people coming in. You know, just be careful. Be careful who you are sharing all of your ideas with. There may be some like lower vibrational energy trying to get at you. This could be like an inner voice that's telling you, no, 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 go back. Don't do it. Don't leave. Don't move on. Don't complete the cycles. Just, you know, try again, like the Eight of Pentacles. Keep trying for infinity. This isn't a big deal. This is just a minor little blip, I think. This is just a little voice. This isn't a big voice, because remember, you came out as the Queen of Swords, you know. So I'm not too worried about that. Queen of Wands. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. Yeah, and I mean, you're coming out as a queen, right? Whether you're male or female, you're coming out as a queen. So don't feel like you have to engage with page energy if it feels like it's trying to dim your light, okay? The Hermit. I felt the Hermit. I really, really felt the Hermit. Again, this is telling me not that you shouldn't be putting yourself out there, but just to make sure that you are taking time to go within. This is like that meditation that I was talking about. Make sure that you really take that time to go within. You know, winter's coming, so it's a great time to do that. If you're in the other hemisphere, I know it's spring, but take the time, because I think, like I said with the Two of Swords, in the stillness, in the quiet, is where you're going to find a lot of the answers that you're seeking. And with the Queen coming out to clarify the Queen of Wands, also this can really be a great way to find out what you're passionate about, or if you know what you're passionate about, how to like bring that into fruition. You know, the Hermit, he goes within because he still has unresolved issues in his heart. So that's another way of healing. He doesn't go within just, he's not a bear. He doesn't need to go into hibernation. And he's not hibernating. He's not sleeping. Like, he's still out there. He's in the tundra, though. But he has that light that's guiding him. And that's his North Star. So, like, where's your North Star? Because that's our inner compass, right? It's the guide. It's your higher self, your spirit guides, your galactic, your guardian angel, whoever that is, but it's you. It's still you. So I really was feeling that energy of like, take time for yourself to go inward, and find your light within. She's lit up. She's found her light within. She knows what that is. She feels it. It burns, but it burns good. Okay, so I feel like that wraps up the tarot portion. If you're still with me, wow, I went long on this video, so thank you so much for staying with me. And let's pull a Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I really love these, and let's just see if there are any messages that want to come through. I think we'll just do, Bat Spirit. I love it. Creature of the night, right? Rebirth. And especially as we're approaching Halloween, that feels kind of important. Bats are so amazing. They fly around here all night, and sometimes I just go out and sit under the stars at night. Sedona is a dark sky city, and so we have a lot of stars, and they'll fly really close to your head too, right? And they don't have great eyesight, but they have amazing sonar, so don't have to be scared of them. They're actually such sweet creatures. I love them. I hope that this is resonating for some people, and it's my first video, so who knows how long it'll take for me to get a view, but that's okay. It feels really, really good to do it, and I'm really, really excited about it. And if you are watching and this does resonate for you, please let me know. I'd love to know. And if it didn't, that's okay too, I do personal readings, so if you were interested, you could contact me as well, and we could video chat, Skype, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever works for you. Okay, this one, Crow Spirit. Well, there you go, number 17. That used to be my soccer jersey number for years and years and years when I played soccer as a young girl. Crow Spirit. Well, Crow Spirit is about speaking your truth. They say eat crow, like be careful what you say. And that's kind of going back to this Page of Swords. I'm getting this, be careful with your words. So that just might be a message for some of you, just to be mindful about your plans. Talk to Spirit. Pray. Whatever it is that you do. I'm feeling a sense of don't share with too many people right now. Only the people you trust the most. And let Spirit work with you. Let Spirit work with you. This is a magical guide. Again, 1 and 7, so that's another 8 number. So that's linked into the energy of infinity, eternity. The Lemniscate, I'm saying that wrong. The symbol of infinity, just going, around and around. So it's like cosmic intelligence, cosmic consciousness, and working with that throughout this process. So there's a trusting trusting that's coming through, trusting in your journey, trusting in a divine plan, but also being active, co-creating. You know, the High Priestess didn't come out in this reading, and she is passive. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the people that came out in this reading are all active. They're not necessarily passive. So this is about creating, okay? I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And then I want to pull one more card for you. And that's going to be from the Angels of Atlantis. And then we're going to wrap this up. And we're going to get an Archangel. Oh, and my light just went off. So sorry, it got a little dim. But this is a really beautiful deck. And it has various archangels. And I think 4 or 5 cards for each. So I just want to see for my viewers, anyone who's viewing this, which archangel is coming up for you, and out of the archangels, which energy is coming through. I see Raphael peeking through, one of my favorites, divine healer. You can call on Raphael for healing, spiritual healing, physical healing. Sorry guys, I have really little hands. Really, really little hands. I'm petite, so sometimes I have a hard time. There we go. Okay. So let's get a card. Angels, what messages? Last message for this video. Last message. Who has a message? Uriel, friendship. Well, that's beautiful. Try to clean this up a little. Uriel. Uriel for me rules like law and justice. Like not man's law, but the natural law. He also looks over children, and this is about friendship. And what I love in this deck, this is by Richard Crookus. Sorry if I butchered his name. Oh, by Stuart Pearce, illustrated by Richard Crookus. So they show the angels as orbs. So it's not the traditional giant winged angels. Rather, they illustrate them as these brilliant, beautiful orbs of light. So let's go to Uriel, and I think he might be a guardian. And I'm going to actually read this. Read this for you. Uriel is the divine companion in this book, in this interpretation. And I love that because, again, this goes back to this feeling of potentially like feeling alone through this journey. So, there are 3 cards for Uriel: abundance, freedom, friendship, 4, and trust. So you got friendship. Our relationships signify part of the deeper fabric of our lives as they evolve through our life's growth. Uriel wishes you to know that the rapport you have with some of your friends is changing at this time in order to reflect the changing inner core processes that are evolving within you. As within, so without. These changes are very natural, and Uriel asks you to surrender all feelings to the notion of companionship offered by this exquisite angel. I love this, you guys. Indeed, the 12 angels of Atlantis will watch over you and your relationships and will help all of you to make easy, love-filled transitions. At the same time, be ready to receive new friendships that mirror the many interests blossoming through your creative outpouring. To help with this unfolding, chant Ho through the second chakra, your sacral, and your relationship zone will be healed by angelic elixir. Wow. Well, that was perfect because it's exactly what we were talking about. You know, this transformation, this moving away from people, situations, things, so that you can move towards your highest destiny. So that does mean leaving things behind in order to make room for the new things that are going to be blossoming, that are blessed, divinely blessed. Not that the things before weren't divinely blessed, because really so much of it is. Some people say everything. I'm more of a realist. I can find the positive in everything, but it doesn't mean that I want to live through certain things again, right? So that's a discussion for another time. That being said, I'm just going to leave you with this image. And I want to say thank you so much. If you have stayed through to the end, if you have watched this, I really, really appreciate it. And if you like the video, please do like it and feel free to subscribe to the channel. We've gone almost an hour, and I'm excited that I got through this. And also, I do use lots of other decks other than the Rider-Waite. I just, like I said, I really wanted to pay homage to a more traditional tarot reading and just start off that way. So I thank you, and I send so much love and abundance and all magical things to you. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.